I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change, possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quench the thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic, with this logic you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic. Built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the cast, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah. I've been doing this, I'm on it. I just wanna be iconic. Sipping on a gin and tonic, got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah. If I ever play, I want it. You know that I'm always honest. Stay away from those who are toxic. Keep them out your face, no way, you don't want them, yeah. Don't try to drain my energy. The enemy is everything. It's mentally, unhealthily, spreading like a rare disease. But I won't let it get to me. I don't need your therapy. I can leave a legacy of leading by intensity. Come on, we can fight this. Freedom is priceless. Spread just like a virus. Living in a crisis. Do you feel courageous? Do you seek greatness? Trust me, you can take it. Go on and take your aim. Yeah. Built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break the...
Good evening, everybody, or good night, should I say, and welcome to Pitt State Esports. We got another great matchup this week because it's Wednesday, and that means it's Overwatch week. We have your Pittsburgh State University Gorillas facing off against Arkansas Fort Smith. Should be a good matchup today. I'm Daryl McLeod, working here for Pitt State Esports, and I'm excited for today's matchup. Looks like we already have map number 1 set and ready to go, so we'll take a look at that as we are going to Lijiang Tower to start things off. That'll be our first map, the control map, of course. And something I'd like to see today is maybe we push past 3 matches. It's been 3-0 every single week for these teams. Pitt State was able to get a win in the first one. Haven't been able to reach that goal since then. So hopefully Lijiang Tower, a good start for them, and hopefully they can take control early on the control points. Of course, for Pittsburgh State University, as we wait for Arkansas Fort Smith to get their whole team in, Elkrats coming into play, one of those support positions. Elkrats has been very influential to the team so far this season. Typically we see Elkrats play Moira, but I could see us changing a little bit towards the Juno play. The recent meta has played towards Juno because speed is crucial. Who's someone who understands that is Professor Comedy. Professor Comedy always comes out on that Lucio play and always gets the team to the point quick, especially for Lijiang Tower. Going to be important to get to point quick because those control maps, so important just to make sure you have that space maintained and that all your alleyways are cut off. And if you're the first team there, it's incredibly easy to do that. Another player we want to look at is Pengu. Pengu, one of the DPS. Normally see Pengu come out on Venture. Something I would like to see, especially since Venture's kind of been pushed out of the meta in recent updates, is maybe moving towards a hit scan character. Obviously, we see Icy go on to hit scan sometimes when it's necessary, but Icy mainly comes out on Genji. I like the Genji play, especially when we talk about our tank later on. But with that Genji play, and since it's mainly a dive comp, I would like to see maybe an Ashe or possibly even a Widowmaker, something that's not normally recommended whenever you're going into competitive play because Widowmakers don't output a lot of damage unless you're clicking on heads. So instead, I'd like to see maybe the Ashe, able to put out a lot of damage while staying consistent and being able to shoot quickly. I would like to see this, that way we can control the long range. Our team is very dive heavy as of right now. And that, of course, is due to our tank deranged Soap. Soap always comes out on that Diva. It is what Soap is confident in playing. It's smart to play Diva, as Diva is one of those characters that currently is pretty popular a pick. Normally we see a lot of Orisa when we look at Championship Series and other of the higher level Overwatch competitive players. We'd like to see a lot of Orisa, a lot of Ramattra, especially now that Ramattra got his ability back to where he can push through shields. It's limited damage, of course, whenever he goes into his fists only mode and starts throwing haymakers left and right. There was a recent change where he could only hit shields. Now, of course, if you remember, Ramattra has always been able to punch through the shields, but now that has changed. He does limited damage to the shields now. Now, the shields themselves will have high damage done to them, so it's important that that Ramattra pick, if we end up playing him, is aware of the recent changes to the character. But let's play a little more realistic and say what we're most likely going to come out on. I imagine we will see a Diva, and I imagine that's going to be fine. It's all about playing what you are comfortable with. And it looks like we might be just about ready to enter into Lijiang Tower. And we're going to head there right now for you guys. It's going to be on that tight indoor map to start things off. We'll get to see who our players pick. Starting lineup for Arkansas, Fort Smith, Mute. Going to come out with Boogly, Koji, Alcazar, and it looks like we also have, I'm going to call him Mad Max for this one. And it looks like we're going to get Mute and Boogly on our support characters. Of course, Juno and Lucio coming out. Speed so crucial on control maps. Mad Max is going to be playing Tracer. It's like Koji is going to be on the McCree or Cassidy pick. And Alcazar playing Roadhog. Bit of an interesting choice. Roadhog of recent. Not really picked a whole lot. He's kind of a middle character as of right now. Nothing in the meta really playing, not really playing against him, so very solid pick to choose. Starting, trying to control this side, control these hallways. The control. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Had a bit of a technical difficulty on our side, but we're back and we're ready to go. Arkansas Fort Smith about to take this first point. It's going to be a quick push there for Venture to try and get there, but there's no chance. Pittsburgh State falls to Arkansas Fort Smith early. Quick control for Arkansas Fort Smith. Didn't allow Pitt State to even control the point once throughout the entire matchup.
Keep in sight. I'll have a
It appears that Pittsburgh State not really going to change things up. Besides comedy to the Ana. The Ana pick in favor of the Genji. You can obviously combine that Nano with a lot of things, but you like to see the Nano Blade, except we're going to get a quick switch to Reaper at the very end. Nano Death Blossom is usable, but it's dangerous because of the limited range of the Death Blossom. Straight into the point, Pitt State goes. Staying on the Roadhog is Arkansas Fort Smith. Eva flying around, going for the background. That turret in the back doing significant damage. Someone needs to take care of that quickly. Matrix doing a good job keeping everyone alive. Reaper now going straight in on the Roadhog. Got the advantage on Roadhog. Has him low, below half health, but the healers of Arkansas Fort Smith doing a good job to keep him alive. Lucio around the top. Reaper gets hooked in and killed. Pengu able to knock down Mute, but it's all for nothing as Mad Max cleans up the rest of them. And Arkansas Fort Smith at 5% and counting. I think it is a choice. This Roadhog goes for the cheeky little hook off the edge. It is a choice for Pitt State to play the healers they are right now. Moira and Lucio very good. Lucio a little bit susceptible to hooks, but as long as he keeps that speed going, he should be able to stay away as he knocks down Juno. 1-1 right now. However, Pitt State lost their tank, so they're at a huge disadvantage. Icy falls to Koji on the Torbjorn. Tengu takes down Roadhog. And it's going to be a close battle, trying to hold. That point is still contested. That turret in the back doing a lot of damage. And Torbjorn. Molten core all over the point, but Pengu's going to get taken down by Roadhog, and now they have a new push starting. It's going to be a quick 5v4 as the rest of the team has grouped up. Pitt State, however, at 15% and counting. Diva pushing in that pig pen out. Able to eliminate Comedy. Diva Bomb goes down. Doesn't get a soul. Arkansas Fort Smith takes back point. Well, Pitt State was able to control the point for a little bit as Reaper on just that little side, trying to get a few picks, build some ult charge. You cannot do that against a good Roadhog player. He'll take advantage of that every day of the week. Lucio goes back to taxi his Reaper back into the fight. Now Diva flying around. Needs to get out of there. She's going to get demeched. Oh, but she's able to stay on the map. Pengu eliminated by Koji on the Mei. Interesting switch to go away from the Torbjorn, but Alcazar on the Roadhog is just dangerous right now. He is flying around. They're going to keep that Diva alive. This is good play, and then kill her as soon as the team respawns. Smart play by the Arkansas Fort Smith. Now Diva probably not even going to get a chance to get in this last fight. No one's going to have a chance to build this last fight as Arkansas Fort Smith dominates and takes map. For Arkansas Fort Smith. Unfortunately for Pittsburgh State, not really doing a good job of getting everything through. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have map number 2 on Pitt State Esports.
Ready for battle.
Okay, Judah. You have all the tools you need.
أهلا.
Oh, we're in the thick of it now.
Accelerate!
Cheerio, crew! Who knows what we'll find out there?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend Initiating match. Ready for battle.
Hands ahead.
I'll find my own path. 1.
Hey. Bend your sword.
Arkansas Fort Smith doing wonders here on map, point number 1. Hero sticks the pulse bomb to Soap. Man, these Arkansas Fort Smith players like to stick their pulse bombs on the tanks. Venture goes underground, he's rolling around. They're attacking ball. See a little bit of DPS Moira there. The second point's a tricky one, a very favorable point for ball. You can start to see why Alcazar used that character. Mines are dropped. Orisa has ult available. Drops on the point. Arkansas Fort Smith has the advantage. Hero cleans up comedy. Soap, one of the last alive. Icy showing out in the background. But he's not. He's just going to retreat from the fight. A smart decision by him. Pitt State has 4 ultimates available. As point C is currently in the favor of Arkansas Fort Smith. Blade is available. Kitsune Rush for Kiriko available as well. Uses the Suzu there to protect everyone. But that Orisa ult can be the beginning of the end of this fight. Elkratz pops Coalescence as well. Pitt State still has 3 ultimates available, but now Arkansas Fort Smith has 4. Pulse Bomb gets popped. Cleans up Elkratz, quick kill, start the fight. Gonna have to wait for the rest of the team to get there, however, so Elkratz might respawn in time. Genji Blade popped, cleans up Pengu during her ult. Elkratz trying to get out of there, but Hero not gonna let that happen. Alcazar throws a punch onto McCree. but sticks around a little too long in the back line and is killed by Comedy. So they are without tank in this next fight. However, they have 80%. So if they can hold for just a little bit, they'll have a good shot here. Beat is dropped. High Noon coming out. Soap cleans up Mute on the Kiriko. And it's going to immediately go in the favor of Pittsburgh State. That Jav getting thrown just about every second she can. There it is again. As soon as the cooldown comes off, you might as well just roll with it. Venture waiting for a time to pop up. %, counting. Mines are out. Ball gonna try and hold point for a little bit, but gets cleaned up by Icy. Icy doing good work on, but it's a double kill from the pulse bomb from Hero. That's gonna contest this point and put it in favor of Fort Smith. They do still have Soap alive, still have the tank advantage. Beat gets dropped, and now Soap goes down. A Genji dash from Koji cleans up Pengu, and Arkansas Fort Smith is gonna win point C. 2-0 advantage for Arkansas Fort Smith. They need just one more to clean everything up and take home the victory and the sweep for this week of Overwatch. Mute gets a kill on Icy. Icy had taken down Hero right before then. So both teams down in DPS at the moment. Orisa on the flank. Able to throw that jab straight into the body and belly of Ball. Alcazar. Flying around now, Koji with a dash through Comedy. Orisa needs to back up here, gets eliminated by Hero. Venture needs to make sure she gets out of this fight. Stumbles upon a Dre Tracer. The Ball is right there to support Tracer. 2 ults available for Pitt State. Coalescence and High Noon. Looks like Genji Blade will be the nearest one for Arkansas Fort Smith. Icy takes care of Hero. That's going to be huge for this fight. Moira getting some ult charge. Pengu gets booped up the map by Alcazar. That's going to be huge. Both teams down at DPS. Alcazar pops his mines. Icy going ham on the mines, trying to clear space for his team. Now going on Boogly. He's got a disadvantage here, needs to get out of there. And ends up getting cleaned up by Hero, but not without some fatalities in part. Comedy goes down to one of the mines. He was trying to contest point for as long as he could, and now Pengu's there doing the same. But then Boogly, out of nowhere, takes down Pengu. And that is all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen, for this week of Overwatch. Play of the game gonna go to Hero, of course, on the Tracer. We'll see what she does here. It's gonna be this double pulse bomb kill. She sticks. And then, of course, straight back into IC and Elkrest they go. It was another good week for Pitt State. They tried some new comps, and I enjoyed that. They came out and they tried some new things, and that's all you got to do to try and get better. That's what's important for your team. Maybe next week they'll try something out. I did like them using Orisa, especially how dominant Orisa has been, and it's been easy to be dominant with her with the new meta. Hopefully we'll see a lot of that next week, and then maybe see some healer swaps as well. We saw a little bit of Ana play today, and it seemed to work out for Pittsburgh State, especially pushing through that first point of Kings Row. But for myself, as Daryl McLeod, I am going to be signing off here. Thank you guys so much for watching this week of Overwatch.